The future of autonomous defense may be getting a major upgrade. Nordic Air Defense has unveiled the K100XR, an AI-powered interceptor drone built around advanced sensing, real-time decision-making, and autonomous flight control. During its live demonstration, the system detected, tracked, and engaged target drones using onboard intelligence without relying on external commands. Designed for speed, precision, and low-cost deployment, the compact carbon fiber UAV can exceed 219 miles per hour while performing high dynamic maneuvers at altitudes up to 1,000 meters. With embedded AI, autonomous navigation, and rapid response control algorithms, the K100XR is definitely on the cutting edge of performance. And for the most cutting-edge components, engineers find them at Mouser Electronics. The Applied Motion Products SSM integrated step servo motor combines advanced servo performance with a compact all-in-one motor and drive design. It operates on 12 to 70 volts DC and supports multiple control modes, including torque, velocity, and position control, with digital, analog, and serial command options. Featuring high-resolution encoder feedback and Ethernet-based communication, it enables precise, closed-loop motion control. Built-in Q programming allows multitasking and customization, while flexible I/O enhances integration. With high torque output and efficient, smooth operation, the SSM series delivers a powerful, intelligent solution for demanding motion control applications. Check out the step servo motor today by visiting Mouser.com or by clicking the link below. Same cylinder, two different forces. David breaks down why extension and retraction never quite match.
Hey Andy. I bet you thought that you could calculate the amount of force and the speed of a cylinder simply by knowing the size of the cylinder, the area of the piston. Not always. Let's take a look, open up the back of one of these, and let's see the piston inside and take a look at the difference between the side that's pushing when it's extending. We can see that we have access to the whole back of the piston. That means that the whole surface area is being pressed on by the air. And so when it extends, we have the full surface area to be subjected by the pounds per square inch. But when it's retracting, the piston itself, the cylinder, the rod that comes out the end, is taking up a lot of that area. That means that we have to calculate the total area of the piston minus the area that the shaft is taking up, which means that on retraction, we have a lot less pushing force on the cylinder, and there's a lot less volume since the shaft is taking up a lot of the space inside, and so it will fill up with air much faster, and so it will go more quickly if it's unrestricted by the weight. So the force is much less, but also the time to fill the cylinder is less on the retraction than it is on the extension. So it's not quite a simple matter of knowing the size of the piston. Andy, back to you.
Thank you, David. All right, it's time to adjust your knowledge gains in our Smart Bit quiz with our 3 control automation questions. The questions are scored using actuator output percentage, and today we're going to be testing your knowledge on factory of the future. Let's begin with our first question worth 25%. A factory manager stares at a screen showing his machine's exact twin glitching through a simulated meltdown, sighing in relief that it's not the real one. Which technology creates a virtual, real-time replica of a physical asset for simulation and predictive analysis? Is it A, digital twin, or B, augmented reality? And the answer is A, digital twin. A digital twin mirrors a physical system using live data, enabling simulation, monitoring, and predictive maintenance. AR overlays digital info onto the physical world, but doesn't model system behavior over time. Okay, let's move on to our next question worth 25%. OPC UA delivers a sealed, labeled package with a verified signature, while Modbus RTU tosses an unmarked box over the fence, yelling, "It's mine! Trust me!" What communication protocol is platform independent and widely used for secure semantic data exchange in Industry 4.0? Is it A, Open Platform Communications Unified Architecture, or OPC-UA, or B, Modbus RTU Remote Terminal Unit? And the answer is A, Open Platform Communications Unified Architecture. OPC-UA supports platform-independent, secure communication with built-in semantic data modeling. Modbus RTU is older, simpler, and lacks native security or rich data context. Okay, let's move on to our final question worth 50%. Bob the robot arm pauses mid-grab to ping the cloud for permission. By the time it answers, the part's already smashed on the floor. What is the primary advantage of edge computing over cloud computing in smart factories? Is it A, lower latency for real-time decisions, or B, unlimited storage capacity? And the answer is A, lower latency for real-time decisions. Edge computing processes data locally, near the source, reducing latency critical for real-time control. Cloud computing offers scalable storage, but introduces network delay unsuitable for time-sensitive operations. Want to try again? Just click the link on your screen and be sure to check out our other Automator's Edge videos for the latest in control automation.